While you were making cocktails for the State of the Union, Hillary Clinton slipped into Facebook and hoped you wouldn't notice a statement on that bombshell New York Times report that she had shielded a sexual predator employed by her 2008 campaign. It's worth noting that there's no "I'm sorry" in it. There's no "I regret." There's no "I apologize." The most we get is, quote, "If I had to do it again, I wouldn't." Well, that's good to know. As for why she didn't fire this guy at the time, quote, "I believe in second chances. I've been given second chances, and I have given them to others." Okay, here's the thing, though. When it comes to sexual predators, second chances are just second opportunities. And in his case, he went on to do it again elsewhere. Elsewhere being Clinton's super PAC. So has the ever unaccountable Hillary Clinton finally held herself accountable for something? Or is this just another version of mistakes were made? Joining me now are former New York City Council Speaker and CEO of Women in Need, Christine Quinn, and CNN political commentator Ben Ferguson. Christine, I want to read you a quote from this lengthy Facebook post. She said, "I didn't think firing him was the best solution to the problem. He needed to be punished, change his behavior, and understand why his actions were wrong. The young woman needed to be able to thrive and feel safe. I thought both could happen without him losing his job. I believed the punishment was severe and the message to him unambiguous." Maybe this young woman felt safer, but lots of other women in reach of this guy maybe didn't. And as I just mentioned, not firing him led him to go on to another job where he did it again. How today, 2018, can you not get that aspect of this?
Look, I was and am the biggest Hillary Clinton supporter.
Yes.
Right? I have every message she ever left me saved on my phone. That's how big a Hillary geek I am.
That's why your voice is important on this. I want your take.
Right. So that may have been what she thought in 2008. It was incorrect thinking.
Right.
She made the wrong decision because an inherent in that idea of punishment, training, et cetera, is this incorrect belief that sexual predators will stop.
Right.
It doesn't work that way.
No.
And punishing and holding people accountable for sexually inappropriate behavior and sexually predatory behavior has to be unyielding, clear, and you are gone.
Yeah.
There should be no shades of gray. And I find it disappointing that looking back, she doesn't see that more clearly. I'm sure she does. So my question is, why couldn't she just
why
say,
justify it? That's right. Why justify? Here's why I didn't. I'm not really interested in why you didn't. It was the wrong thing to do. Ben, let me get you in here. I have another quote.
Yeah.
She says, "Through it all, I've always taken firing very seriously. Taking away someone's livelihood is perhaps the most serious thing an employer can do." Look, Monica Lewinsky was an employee of her husband's, an intern. Her livelihood was destroyed thanks in no small part to Hillary Clinton and other feminists smearing Monica Lewinsky and a lot of Bill's accusers. Don't you see an obvious gap here in this conversation that she's trying to have?
This subject for me is not political. This is just a simple issue of right and wrong. And look, Hillary Clinton made what she, I'm sure, perceived as the right decision for her in 2008, the same way that she slut-shamed all of the women that have come out against her husband and tried to delegitimize them and turn them into white trash or trailer park trash in Arkansas, bimbos and everything that you could do to demoralize and demean a woman who is coming out and telling her story. Hillary Clinton has always done this. That my biggest issue is I did not expect Hillary Clinton to be honest about this issue. There's a reason why she decided to drop this on Facebook right before the State of the Union.
Right, when every camera on the planet was trained on the Capitol.
Right, and that's what we refer to in politics as taking out the trash on a holiday weekend. You throw out news when everybody is off on Christmas break or on Labor Day or 4th of July or Memorial Day so it doesn't get coverage. That's why she dropped this on Facebook at this moment. But I hope that Democrats will look at this and realize and stop acting as if Hillary Clinton is a champion for women and women's right or the Me Too movement. She is not. In fact, she is the complete opposite of that.
Well,
she will turn on women if it goes against her husband. She will turn on women if it goes against her campaign.
Let me just jump in. I mean, I want to say her statement about taking away someone's job is, the most extreme thing an employer can do. That's right. And that's why you do it in cases which include sexually inappropriate and sexually predatory behavior. So a mistake was made. I have to disagree with Ben.
Go ahead,
She is a crusader for women. That's why this lack of an apology smacks so deeply. Ben, she is. If you look at her entire lifetime, Ben, you're wrong. We're going to have to disagree on this, but you are wrong. If you look at her entire career, one of the most celebrated moments when she stood up in Beijing and said, women's rights are human rights. That took bravery and courage, and she has a career. Let me make a bridge. Moments.
Let me make a bridge here because between you guys, because I've also said that she is not a credible champion for women. Another way of saying this is that she might be a champion for women in theory, but she's not really a champion for actual women, for women that are real people like Monica Lewinsky, like Juanita Broaddrick, like this girl who I'm sure is very pleased with Hillary's note, and she says that they've talked. But this was not being a champion for women in this moment. And it's part of a bigger problem that Hillary has when it comes to all that baggage with all of those accusers and what she and Gloria Steinem did to them. That makes it hard, Christine, for Democrats to trot her out as the champion for women that you insist she is.
So look, there's no question, in my opinion, that she was not a champion for this young woman. No question. And look, people make mistakes. And I wish she had just said, I made a mistake.
Yeah.
But I want to be clear, if you look at Hillary's record, fighting for a woman's right to choose, fighting for pay equity, fighting for family leave, expanding what she and President Clinton did, all the way down to fighting for lesbians and transgender women. This is a woman who has dedicated her life to moving forward policies and programs for women and girls. Can you identify something in this case she did wrong? Yes, but you can't take away that other work.
Go ahead, Ben.
This isn't a little oops by Hillary Clinton. And Christine, you're literally probably one of my top 3 favorite Democrats. And everything that you just described
you can't have her.
Hillary
She's mine.
Clinton, I know, right? Yeah, but everything you just described that Hillary Clinton had done in her career was also easy for her to stand up for because it's part of the Democratic platform. But when she had to stand up to people within her own organization, why did she not fire this guy in 2008? Because it didn't serve her interest. It would have hurt her campaign. It would have been a distraction. She clearly valued this individual's opinion and his job in her campaign to the point where she said, I'm willing to put winning ahead of another woman who has been wronged by this individual. And that's the reason why it should be condemned what she did.
Ben, I can't tell you what she was thinking in 2008. I clearly think what she was thinking, was a mistake. But I can tell you that I believe she should have apologized, but that her career and her life has been defined by fighting for women and girls. And I don't believe it was easy in Beijing.
Her career or her husband's career.
I
you
think,
have
Christine,
to put an asterisk.
No, I cannot, and I do not. And I don't think standing up in Beijing when she did was easy.
Okay, Christine.
It's easy to say that now in, where we are in 2018, but no, then it was not. It was courageous, and we had no idea the backlash
that Hillary Clinton.
Courageous would have been firing the guy.
I think you can believe that Hillary Clinton, as a Democrat, was a champion for women's causes. But I think she is undoubtedly, the reason we're having this conversation, a very complicated champion for women when it comes to a lot of the things in her own past that she still has not dealt with. And until she does, this kind of conversation is going to keep happening over and over and over again when her name comes up. Okay, Christine, Ben, thank you very much. Up next.